then 16 Plea Deal at value, and 6 The Second at Portsea.
Yeah, I'm sticking with Fleur de Monde. She's not overly big, but for her, she looked adequate here today. All right, David Fowler, here's the first.
Emily Lang brings up Uncommon Valour. The line is complete. We're set for the first on Country Music Day at Doomben. This is race 1, racing. Perovic bounded at the start, missed it by a length or so. Favourite Yeti Moves was well away, as was Fleur de Monde, and Plea Deal a lot handier. Triple Money right up in the fray. The second at Portsea and Grinzinger Knight. They're both being ridden for speed now, and that pair will cross the face of the field as they reach the winning post on the first occasion. Grinzinger Knight likely to push on the outside of second at Portsea. Bold Bourbon wide. Plea Deal up at about 4th spot, and 5th the rail Fleur de Monde. Now Yeti Moves not being able to get into a position yet. In fact, Maloney's 3 and 4 wide, so the favourite's in a nasty spot in the middle of the field, just trying to yank it back and get some cover. Triple Money over on its inside, and Intuitu just behind that pair. 2 lengths away, Aswar, then Perovic, Cape Crusader, Old Song, and Uncommon Valour given ample time to find its feet. It's about 3 lengths away in last position. Heading down the back straight, they travel by the 1,200 metres, and now the speed slows as Grinzinger Knight tries to steady the ship. Leads Bold Bourbon by 1 away third, the second at Portsea. Yeti Moves has had no luck at all, so Maloney now elects to go forward and try and take a more forward position. Plea Deal racing 5th, 1 away from the rail. Next pair, Fleur de Monde, the second favourite inside of Triple Money, and that pair in dead set midfield. 2.5 Intuitu, then came Aswar, Perovic, followed by Cape Crusader, Uncommon Valour and Old Song. That pair last, around 10 to 12 off the lead. Yeti Moves has made a mid-race move to take the lead as they go by the 600 metres. Grinzinger and I pushed along in second. So too the second at Portsea third. Plea Deal pulled to the outside. Fleur de Monde is pitching inside, run saving valuable ground. Then Triple Money, the other centre by Intuitu. Around the turn, things haven't gone the way as planned for Yeti Moves, but he straightens in the lead. But Fleur de Monde is in hot pursuit, chasing after the leader, and they sprint away from the second at Portsea. Then Grinzinger Knight and Plea Deal. Yeti Moves still in front. There's a little kick there. Fleur de Monde has to knuckle down to try and get him, and she might. Yeti Moves the inside. Fleur de Monde's got him. Fleur de Monde moved away, had the better run, 1 by a length and a half. Yeti Moves good in second. The second at Portsea about 2.5 away in third. Uncommon Valour from the back 4th. Then Perovic, followed by Old Song, Plea Deal, Aswad, Intuitu, Grinzinger Knight, well back Bold Bourbon, then Cape Crusader, and Triple Money didn't run on, ran last, and the gallop is fast all right, 2:1.47.
Yes, they were running along there with Grinzinger Knight, and then we saw a move when the favourite Yeti Moves was obliged to race 3 deep. There was a horse inside him, Triple Money, hell-bent on not letting him in, and so he had to make a couple of runs on Yeti Moves. He's done a terrific job, but the horse with the best run in transit has won it. The stablemate in Fleur de Monde. Beautiful ride there by Sam Collar. This mare was just chugging along from barrier 1 in behind them, smoking the pipe. At one point, I thought he might hold her at about the 200, but when they get to about the 150, you could see he was just out of fuel there towards the end. Yeti Moves. His effort was really good under the circumstances, but Fleur de Monde had the best run in transit there, Bernie. She manages to stretch it to 2,000 metres, and this might be her cup of tea going forward.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, she did have a few favours here today, Maxie. One being barrier 1, and you know, she was slightly keen after they went a furlong, and she was very quickly smothered up and just put to sleep by Sammy Collett. And then when Yeti Moves made that move, you saw Fleur de Monde just pinching a length. Every time they went 50 metres, she was pinching a length without spending a penny. Brett Killian joins us for a chat. I spotted something different with this mare, this preparation. You got to this trip very quickly.
Yeah, I think just last start the mile, she hit a flat spot, and it just said to me that, you know, she just wants that little bit further where they just go a little bit slower for her. But so it was a query, and with that weight, she still had to get the job done. She's only a little filly, a little mare. But she was very brave today, tackled the stablemate. The stablemate's in great form, and despite him having that little hiccup early being wide, I still thought he was great. So she's done a really big job to pick him up.
Yeah, that's right. Only a kilo between them. She wasn't even proven at the trip, but it was just that cheap run she sort of got from the half mile on, wasn't it, that really helped her?
Yeah,
Had the revs up, didn't she?
it was perfect because one thing I tried to stress to Sam before the race is she's not going to pick up and dash with that weight, so you need to be rolling. But the way it worked out, the race panned out, it was pretty right for her.
Hopefully in for a big day.
Yeah, fingers crossed. They keep running well. Yeah.
Very fast time here.
Was it? Great.
Great, let's hope they keep running. Good on you, well done.
Thanks, Ben.
Yeah, Brett Killian on behalf of Chris Waller. Now, we will have a chat with Sammy Collett when she gets back and does unsaddle. So 2:01.34, and that is Fleur de Monde beating the stablemate Yeti Moves with the second at Portsea in third, and Uncommon Valour coming all the way from last to fill that fourth spot. And fifth was the 9, which was Perovic. So some country types giving the big clap of approval as Sammy Collett comes back to scale here on Fleur de Monde. She is only little, and we haven't really seen her at this trip. We saw her win, I think, an 1800 last preparation, but she had many runs before she got to that 1800. So I love the fact that they've spotted that perhaps fresh legs in her might aid her up to 2000. A little bit stronger earlier in the preparation, carrying a bit more condition. You can see she's not overly big, but she's really nicely put together. And having barrier 1, well, as the jockeys say, barriers win races. And it certainly made all the difference for her today. She had the most economical run of anything in the race. And that pressure going on from the half mile just aided her. She didn't have to peel around the horse until she straightened up and chased the stablemate Yeti Moves. A beautiful ride by Sammy Collett, off on her winning way. What pretty colours they are as well.
I think they're described as a chocolate mountain.
Chocolate mountain on an aqua background with a 4-leaf clover.
Love it. How fantastic.
She was fantastic today. Obviously, you gave her a great ride. You had barrier 1, but she was great with the freshness still in her legs.
Yeah, of course, she was stirred up, sort of going from a mile to 2,000, but I mean, Chris knows how to train, especially train stayers. So the one draw helped me, especially with the 59.5, which she's not a great big mare. Obviously, it was important for me to make sure I had momentum up, so would have liked to have been a spot closer, but in hindsight, everything worked out well. I got a saloon run right up the inside and just managed to pip the stablemate.
Just like the country people say, straight up the saloon, right?
That's right.
Well done.
Thanks.
Time here. As you say, the tempo should be nice with Set to Shine and Dirt Cheap.
And Jamaica's not going to be far away either.
No.
If they were a little bit laxy-daisy, she could take it up.
Yeah, probably third or fourth here, getting a nice sweet run. There's some good prices about, horses that have got a winning chance here.
All right, let's go to Tim Ryan as we've got a few to load.
Yeah, thanks, Bernie. Dirt Cheap just getting a little bit easy, just late here, 320 out to 330 today, and all the late money is for the second and third picks. Castilian, the best backed of those, $4.60 into $3.50, and Set to Shine, $4.40 into $3.80 today. So, couple of good
jump. Red light flashing. Starter Ross Smith with the button, hits it, they're racing. Set to Shine bounced impressively towards the inside and leads initially. Dirt Cheap began well, joins it early, and Better Be Naughty straight into third spot. Texas fourth along the rail, and there's no tempo early. Dramatica between runners, then ready as ever. Castilian was eased at the start, found the rail, settled second last, and Regal Edition is last of all. By the 1,000 metres, the favourite strolls to the front, Dirt Cheap, and now Orman is going to control for as long as possible. Set to Shine had the front, but surrendered it, now settles in second. Then Better Be Naughty, who finds itself 3 wide in the small field. Parked just behind that trio, Texas. Then the grey, Dramatica racing fifth one off the rail. Castilian is parked away, 6 on the inside of Ready as ever, and 2 to Regal Edition, last of the 8, 5 off the lead. First split, 44.23. It's a good tempo. It's a good tempo. Dirt Cheap trying to do it most of the way. Set to Shine is just behind them. Better Be Naughty now up outside the leader. Texas fourth at the bend, then Dramatica. Castilian sixth and looking for the way clear. Then Regal Edition and Ready as ever pull to the outside. Dirt Cheap tries to kick from Better Be Naughty. Set to Shine trying to run on. And then Castilian sneaking up to the inside, running out of room though. Dirt Cheap's under siege now. Little Set to Shine as game as the day is long. Race to the front. Castilian gets out, gives chase. Too late. Set to Shine again from Castilian. Dirt Cheap, not sure about fourth. Ready as ever prominent. Dramatica not far away. Then Better Be Naughty, Regal Edition, and Texas last home in 1:18.54.
Well, she just continues to keep going, Set to Shine. She's been great. in all 6 runs this time in, and gets the thick end of the prize. Emily Lang has won on her before, or finished second on her last time that she rode her. Ange Jones had been on, but that claim today certainly helped her. 57 kilos, the good draw, and she gave her a lovely ride. And gets the money. Second going the way of the stablemate, the heavily backed Castilian, who was back in the field and came through nearer the inside. And then Dirt Cheap probably gets third there. Ready as Ever was running on the outside. So it looks like those placings are right. 2, 10, 8, and we'll just check that fourth. Possibly Ready as Ever, just ahead of Dramatica, and poor old Better Be Naughty. Nothing went right for him today. But set to shine. She's a beauty. She just keeps finding the right races and putting her hand up, Bernie.
She's amazing. Linda Huddy, of course, busy with foaling season. So Cav's here to have a chat. Tony, obviously, with Freedom Rally today in Sydney. This girl's just great, isn't she? She, heavy track, dry track, on speed, off speed, whatever you like.
Yeah, Bernie, she's been a revelation, this preparation. She's the toughest nails. I thought when they straightened up she was in a fair bit of bother, but once Emily got at her, she really knuckled down, and she was very, very strong through the line.
Obviously, the 3 kilos, a nice help for her here today too.
Yeah, does help. 60 down to 57. Ange usually rides her, but just she had to jump on the stablemate because of the weight. But no, she's as tough as nails, this meet.
Castilian, do we see him to a mile soon, do you think?
I'd say so. After today, very, very good run. Just a horse that doesn't mind getting his toe into the ground, so might just pray on a Friday afternoon just for 5 mil of rain just to help him out. And I thought the grey mare was a good run too. She sort of saw a bit of daylight a bit too early, I think, when she's battled on for fifth, so she's done a good job too.
Great job. Well done.
Thank you.
All right, let's have a chat to our winning jockey, Emily Lang. And as Cav put it, she's quite the revelation, this preparation, isn't she?
Yeah, definitely. Well, I got beat on her first up this prep at Toowoomba, so she's definitely just keeps improving. And my goodness, she's tough. She got no peace at all in the run then, and was still able to just, once we straightened up, get onto her fresh leg and just go straight past them. So no, she's super.
It's as if she's, the serious racehorse now.
Yeah, she's definitely put it all together, and I think she's just going to get better and better the more the time she goes through the grades.
These times are looking pretty quick. How's it feel out there?
Yeah, I think it feels great. They've obviously put a little bit of water on the track this week, and yeah, it's really good. I think it'll be drying out though throughout the day with this hot weather today.
Well done.
Thank you.
Alrighty, that is how the horses looked in the yard. Hell of a body, pretty firm around that $2.10 mark, Maxie. Is there money for much hours? High bars in a couple of points. Rainbow Connection's gone the other way. Thelwell's pretty steady now around that $7.50 mark.
Yes, so this favourite Hell of a Barty, he's probably going to be around about midfield here on the fence. I think Thelwell will be ahead of him, and then he's got to try and run him down. I just hope Thel can steal a march at the top of the straight here. 8 Thelwell, a good each-way bet to beat 2 Hell of a Barty, 1 Devastating to run on, and the same for 4 Rainbow Connection.
I've swapped to Devastating. If you like the favourite, he looked great. But Devastating was absolutely growing. He's a great each-way price. Second up after a short break, so still got plenty of that residual fitness. Here's David.
We're ready for a jump in the third. 11, 10 metres. Red light switched on. Starter Smith with the button. Stand by. Racing. Jumped in a good line. Russian sub, one of the first to go. Hell of a Barty was nicely away, introducing with speed. They're riding Catwalk Criminal forward and Simbu as well. So Hell of a Barty lands fifth as they round that first bend. Thelwell back to sixth, then Insta Good, followed by High Bar. Then Devastating and Rainbow Connection whips them in. Down the side, 700 from the judge. Catwalk Criminal in the lead roll today. Simbu sits second and neck back. Russian sub third, introducing. Nicely positioned mid-race, fourth one off. Being tracked by Hell of of a Barty outside of Insta Good. Thelwell back in the second half, being covered by, on the outside, High Bar pushing forward. Rainbow Connection and Devastating. 6 off the lead, turns in last. They straighten for home. Catwalk Criminal a leader. Simbu the outside, Hell of a Barty. Looming large outside the pair. Then Russian Sub, followed by Thelwell. Catwalk Criminal, Simbu. Hell of a Barty giving its cue on the outside. Then Thelwell. 100 left to run. Hell of a Barty's having a job getting past Simbu. Simbu reached the lead. Simbu in front, close to home, and won. Simbu beat Catwalk Criminal. Photo third. Either Hell of a Barty, who had its chance, or Russian Sub, who ran out of luck in the last 100 metres. Then Insta Good, Thelwell, Devastating, Rainbow Connection introducing. And pulling up towards the tail was High Bar in 1:3.86.
Simbu is the winner, giving Tony Gollan another winner. This time ridden by Ange Jones, beating Catwalk Criminal with great pace, was able to lead. Then Hell of a Barty getting third, and then Russian Sub between them. And then back in fourth, it looked like possibly Thelwell, who ended up back in a terrible spot there. But Simbu has been able to get up and score. Bit of an awkward gate. Bit of a gear change in the tongue control bit going on after running midfield last start behind Avone at the Sunshine Coast. So he wins third up today, the 5-year-old by Spirit of Boom, as we look at the concluding stages again. And you can see Russian Sub back in fourth spot there. Manu's got to stand up in the irons. There's really nowhere to go. And he gets fourth there, Russian Sub ahead of Thelwell. But Simbu is the winner for Tony Gollan and Ange Jones, Bernie.
Yes, he is, and really wonderful for this horse to be able to win a Saturday race, albeit a Class 3 plate, because he was a horse that showed a lot of potential in the early part of his career. He then had a really long layoff. Cav joins us for a chat. What was the reason for his long layoff, Cav?
Oh, he just had a couple of minor little problems there that needed sorting out, and the time has done him the world of good. He's been honest this preparation. Nice win at Rocky first up, and then he was unlucky at Caloundra. Just drew a mongrel gate and was caught out with the cat catchers out wide, end up in the swamp. And then come here today, hasn't missed a beat at home, been working great. Ange seems to have a good association with this horse. She gets on well with him, and when he's going around to the gates here, you could see that he was in the right frame of mind, and he just relaxed on the outside of the leader, and when she asked him to kick, he kicked.
Yeah, he was very fortunate to sort of get into that spot, wasn't he?
Yeah, there. Like one thing about Ange, she never has a worry in the world, and she got him in the right position, and she was happy to stay there, and he was breathing and relaxed, and when they're breathing right and everything else, they're hard to gun when they give a kick.
Yeah, she's a jockey that seems to relish stress, deals with it well. Good on you, Cav.
Well, she had a fortnight off, and she was a bit doughy last weekend, so I punched plenty of work into this week, and have a look at it today.
She has bounced back. 5, 10, 2 and 7. Here's Hawkesbury. Let's have a chat to Ange Jones now. Cav said he had a couple of weeks off, and he's punched plenty of work into you at the track this week.
Yeah, he's absolutely smashed me this week. There's no easing back into it. No, but just nothing I haven't been able to handle.
Indeed. We love the way you handle stress, actually. It's this country sort of zone that you get into, and country race day today. It's all fitting in nice for you.
Yeah, I love the country race day, so I was keen to get a winner on the board early.
He's such a sweet horse, isn't he?
He is. He's just going to have to learn to harness his speed a little bit better. You just never feel like he switched off, and so it's such a credit to him to let down like he did after what he did in the run. So I'm sure Tony's going to work with him and learn to get him to settle a little bit better mid-race, but and he's going to go on to big heights.
Well done.
Thank you.
Yeah, a couple of good performances on the Gold Coast Poly track, so just watching today. Yeah, so I See You Coming and Daytona. The stablemates have been very well backed here. I'm 14 Sistine Explorer on top to position in the first 3 or 4. To beat number 10 Memoria, likewise, she'll be up there. 4 Daytona, 3 Ralphie from the back.
All right, I'm sticking with Daytona as my pick of the yard. He just needs a little bit of luck out there. Here's David.
He's haven't just moved again. Steadies now. Racing. Devil's Throat began awkwardly at the start and Daytona was slowly away. Memoria fast to go in the early stages. This is one as being ridden for speed. Up there as well, Sistine Explorer, Living Free driving through. I see you coming about fifth of the first call of the Heroic Miss, 60 to the rail. Then He's Heaven, followed by Devil's Throat. There's Ralphie and Daytona, as expected, out the back of the bus. And one behind them was Safe Work. Down the side, 700 left to run. Leader was This Is One from Living Free. Memoria's getting a good run in third. I See You Coming. Nicely parked in fourth. He's Heaven right off the track, and then Sistine Explorer, who lost a length or two mid-race. Then came Ralphie trying to travel into the picture. Near the rail was Heroic Miss, then Daytona. Ridden Cole, hoping to come with one swoop. Devil's Throat and Safe Work. Into the straight now, 300 left to run. This Is One leads the way. Memoria on the outside, moved up to draw level. Then Heroic Miss, I See You Coming. Ralphie trying to force a passage, and He's Heaven with a good swoop right down the outside. Look at He's Heaven with 100 metres left to go, descended on the leaders, but Ralphie got the run, and Safe Work from last, flashing home, and Daytona coming through. Photo principally between Safe Work and Daytona from Ralphie and He's Heaven. A race of fluctuating fortunes in the drive to the line. Then Heroic Miss, followed by Memoria. Then came This Is One, well back Living Free, and amongst the tail enders, Devil's Throat, I See You Coming, didn't run on, and Sistine Explorer last home in 1905.
Oh, close. Look, is it Safe Work? I just can't see that on my screen. Yeah, I don't know. We're going to have to wait for numbers. Very close between Safe Work and Daytona. Ralphie's between them. And then He's Heaven, who took off a fair way from home to be in a striking position on the outside there, has gone down late. But it was a tough watch for some of the punters there. But three of them are going to the line together. Can anybody help me out here? Is it over on the inside there? Is it Safe Work? Appeared to be held up in the home straight. We'll have another look at that vision again over the concluding stages. But Safe Work gets it, but I understand that he's badly held up. Look at him there in behind them, red sleeves. He had to sort of sprint off a dime there. So the other three are fighting it out. He's Heaven just dropping off late. Safe Work has sprinted quickly, Bernie, and got up to beat Daytona by the looks of that.
You will not find a happier trainer here today than Scott Morrissey. God bless him, Scotty. Maxie and I were discussing, how do we catch this horse?
Well, it's not always his fault. Like, sometimes it's rider, yes, sometimes it's his. But, geez, if he can find bad luck, he'll find it. And I thought today was going to be another day. Like, he was just going to be the best thing beaten you've ever seen. But, Noel, cool head. When he went up the inside, I just kept saying, why do they keep always bloody going up the inside, running up backsides? But, he found the gap. God love him. And
if he didn't go the inside, he doesn't win today.
Exactly, 100% right. I get a little bit emotional at times through the run, and especially when an old horse like this, I know he's no old champion, but he's nearly won 600,000 in prize money, and he's just, he's a stable star.
He is indeed. I mean, what do you think at the 600 you're last? You're on the fence.
Oh, he was travelling good enough to win. I just, as good riders do, they ride for luck, and I didn't think we were going to get it, but he got it. But I thought he was travelling good enough to be there. Yeah.
Good on you. Well done.
Thank you.
Let's have a chat to our winning jockey now, Noel Callow. Can I just say Scott Morrissey thinks you're a genius today?
Well, if it didn't win, it should have won. So I'm lucky that he stuck his head out on Safe Work. First ride on him, he's been unlucky. Lovely horse to ride. Just in the run, I was following Daytona and Ralphie, and I thought, well, they're going to tow me into it. Ralphie had to change course a little bit, and then wobbled, and lucky enough, I just got through, and it was a good ride, but it worked out nice for me.
They're the three horses that ran 1, 2, 3.
It is, but like I said, it was just, I'm wrapped he got the bob in, because if he didn't win, he should have won. So winners are winners, the rest can please themselves.
Absolutely. Well done.
Thanks, Bernie.
Value there for Tab customers if you like it. Take us on at tab.com.au. Naval Trader is your second pick. Just a touch easy, 360 out to 390. The horse we're looking to keep safe, and the one we're starting to see some late money for is Ivan's Hero, $4.80 into $4.20 today. We think he'll be suited on that drier track. Then $7 about Hoot and Holler, 16 Canizara, $34 about Al Burke. Boys are getting busy. Now $2.40 Atmosphere, your tab.com.au, lay of the day.
Yeah, interesting, Maxie. Obviously a couple that really love dry tracks here and a little bit of a worry with that favourite. Okay, here's David.
Yeah, there's the red light. Race 5 at Doomben, ready to get underway, and they're racing. Atmosphere made a great start, jumped out by a length, but Kanazawa will be ridden for speed. And with the blinkers back on today, he'll lead Kanazawa from Atmosphere. Third away, Ivan's Hero. Hoot and Holler fourth the rail. Naval Trader settled second last and Alberg last of all. Now Kanazawa lets the favourite sail on by, and Atmosphere takes complete control down by the 1,000 metres. Kanazawa's in second, just wants to over race now. He'll pop one away from the rail. Hoot and Holler third, the box seat. Ivan's Hero fourth. Naval Trader second last the fence, and Alberg last of the 6-4 off the lead. On the side of the course, 700 metres left to run. The favourite is in front, Atmosphere. Leads by 1 length to Kanazawa second. Hoot and Holler given every chance in third. Ivan's Hero ready to move in 4. By gee, that first 750 is fast. 43.36. They are hiking along. Naval Trader, suited by the tempo, will have the last shot. Alberg turned in last. Atmosphere tried to slip them at the bend. Went by the 300 in front. Hoot and Holler coming after it gamely now. Naval Trader getting about its business, but with work to do. Then Ivan's Hero. Atmosphere's in front with 150 left to run from Hoot and Holler. Naval Trader's finishing gamely. Atmosphere's the leader. Naval Trader, can he get there in time? He's running out of time. Atmosphere in front, hung on and won. Atmosphere beat Naval Trader. Hoot and Holler in third. Then Ivan's Hero. Alberg and Kanazawa last in a neat 1:18. They are running time today at Doomben.
They are on the good 3. I think David was predicting Naval Trader might be able to get Atmosphere, but he was sort of held up the grey at the top of the straight there. Possibly costly. We'll have a look at that again. But Atmosphere did deserve to get that victory because Kanazawa served it up to him early before taking hold. And then as we heard, the sectional split there, a very fast 750 metres set by Atmosphere. And although he was tiring and Naval Trader was really gathering momentum, he's been able to hold on and score in the hands of Emily Lang. That 3 kilo claim was crucial there, and they certainly did string out. Hoot and Holler appeared to be travelling strongly, didn't quite go on with it over the 1350. Keep your eye on the grey. Now, it's this point he needs to be getting out into the clear, so he's just on heels, on Kanazawa's heels, who's all over the shop, and that's proven to be a little bit costly for the runner-up, but mark him down for next time. But I think all honours, though, Bernie, with the winner, Atmosphere, trained by Jack Bruce.
We like to defy the tab lay of the day. Well done, Maxie. You got a good run in transit on that guy, which you did predict. So really looking forward to chatting to Jack Bruce. A huge amount of owners here, which is fabulous to see. And they are having a great day out at the Country Music Race Day. So here's the big guy. Jack, well done. An extraordinary win. Obviously made his own luck, did it at both ends and proved he can win on a good 3.
Yeah, exactly. It was really, really good, and probably don't want the last 100 over again, but they did make him work, and that obviously adds to the merit of the win.
It's funny with this track today. To the eye, they don't look like they're going as quick as they are, but when you see the clock, it's like, wow.
Yeah, exactly. And I thought that would play into his hands given the race, how the race was sort of mapping, and the fact they were probably going to lead and he was going to skip along in front with a lightweight. I thought that would really help. So, no, it's really, really good for him, and congratulations. There's a big group of owners here. That's what it's all about. I built this awesome partnership with High Caliber Racing and some clients of mine and some clients of Dale's, and so it's really good to get a big result. It's nice to win on a Saturday.
It's lovely to win on a Saturday. Is he a dream horse to have around?
Yeah, he's he's an absolute happy camper, and he looks $1 million at the moment, and usually when they parade well and look well, they won well.
Well done.
Thank you.
Let's have a chat to our winning jockey now, Emily Lang. That's a double in the bag today. You are going great guns.
Yeah, it's good when you get on nice sort of front-running rides like this and 3 kilos off. They're very hard to run down.
They are indeed. Obviously, the splits were pretty quick, but he was always travelling really nicely, comfortably.
Yeah, Jack and I sort of had a speak to each other earlier this morning, and he had indicated that he's a horse that is better sort of let free rolling. We had 52.5 on our back, so it was just a sort of catch me if you can case, and he was very tough.
Sit and steer, as they say.
Yeah, it was lovely.
Well done.
Thank you.
Red Wave running on, 6.851.
I'm sticking with Rogue Bear, but I was just admiring Art's Object there as well, Maxie. She's looking absolutely gorgeous. So Paul Joyce and Damien Courtney round off together here. Will compete with their two horses. But at Rogue Bear, great parade, bright as a button in the yard, obviously super fit. Hopefully can get into a good spot and be very, very hard to beat here. Here's David.
Dispatch at Doomben, sneak preview goes up. Line's right. Ross Smith, the starter, picks up the button. Light on. Already. Should catch them any moment. Bit of movement in centre field. And they're off and racing now. They jumped at an even line out wide Tidal Creek, and this will be the one. They'll both try and come across from those gates. Red Wave right up there with Arts Object and Hot Spring Gold. They're the first five. Now Kibosh is coming across. Ormond navigating a good path to try and get him one off the rail, and he'll do so. Then Lord Armour over on the rail, followed then by Rogue Bear directly behind Kibosh as they go to the turn out of the straight. Then came Waireri Falls, Odie Ra, Tony B. Well-back Youthful Spirit, Ostermeyer, and Sneak Preview off the outside gate settles in last position. Working up the side towards the 1400, and this will be the one, sets up shop in front and slows them down. Tidal Creek second, Hot Spring Gold and Eckaway third on the rail. Racing fourth, Arts Object at a good spot. Fourth, basically one out and one back, and Red Wave fifth the rail. Kibosh travelling 6-1 off the fence, then Lord Ardmore. Rogue Bear continues to stalk Kibosh in the run as they head down the back at the 1100 metres. Then came Waireri Falls inside of Odie Ra. Next pair were Youthful Spirit and Tony B, and keeping company at the tail, Sneak Preview and Ostermeyer. I'd estimate 12 lengths, top end to tail, 900 left to run. This will be the one, is attempting an all-the-way victory. But Tidal Creek for the first time gets a bit closer now and puts some pressure on the leader. Hot Spring Gold in third, Arts Object given every chance in fourth as more tempo goes on now. Then Red Wave, Kibosh, Rogue Bear, Lord Ardmore, Waireri Falls, Odie Ra, Youthful Spirit, Tony B, Sneak Preview and Ostermeyer. They head down the side, 500 left to run, and this will be the one on Tidal Creek. Matching motors as Arts Object pulls out 3 wide to launch a claim. Here's Kibosh coming, calling 4 wide at the turn. Then Hot Spring Gold, Red Wave, Rogue Bear, a little flat-footed, then Lord Ardmore. This will be the one on Tidal Creek going head for head. Tidal Creek might be going a touch the better. Trying to fight on, this will be the one. Kibosh now comes to the pair and comes at them seriously. They travel down to the 100 metres. Kibosh on the outside of Tidal Creek. Kibosh starting to drive clear for Ormond late. Kibosh is home today. Beat home Tidal Creek. Then over the line, Red Wave, an eye catcher for the Toowoomba Cup. Then Arts Object, this will be the one, followed by Odie Ra, Waireri Falls. Then came Lord Ardmore. Rogue Bear, no finish today, no dash at all. Then Ostermeyer, Hot Spring Gold, Tony B, and Sneak Preview pulling up towards the tail with Youth Spirit in 2.02.
Well, everything worked out perfectly for Kibosh there, put into a lovely position. He jumped much better today. He got him over into a lovely trading position in the running line. Tidal Creek was great there, fighting on strongly, but just a stronger horse at the end, and Kibosh was able to get the upper hand. And as David said in the call there, mark Red Wave down for 3 weeks' time, provided he doesn't get too much weight in the Toowoomba Cup. Rogue Bear seemed to travel fairly well behind Kibosh coming towards the bend, but came off the bit straight away. Maybe he didn't let down on the firmer track today. Just waiting for the fourth number to become available there. Maybe Arts Object, but he's just been a terrific money spinner throughout his career, this fellow Kibosh, in particular here. Whenever he races in Queensland, he's always picking up a check. He placed in a derby at Eagle Farm a couple of years ago, so he's been able to get a deserving victory today. So number 8 is the winner, Kibosh, trained by Chris Wallaburny, ridden by Jimmy Orman.
Yeah, he's just quite literally Mr. Consistent, isn't he? He just never runs a bad race. And if he gets the slightest bit of luck, he's there to pounce. Got a really nice ride today as well. Brett Killian joins us for a chat. There's a nice double on the board for Team Waller today.
Yeah, good. Glad we won the race. We had 5 in it.
It would have been rather disappointing not to.
I was sucked, yeah. I think James probably won it here, right here in front of us, where he got in a lovely spot. And what's he been the first horse all day to come from? I'm not leading in the first 2 on the turn, so he's done a big job because they're not making ground today, and he's done it. 2000s as tops. He doesn't want any further than that. but he's good. He's in good form.
He is in good form. Beautiful run throughout. You could see Jimmy just wanting Arts Object to get a move on. Eventually, he made the call on a fit horse. He wanted to win.
Yeah, he did. He had a bit of a think about it. I think it's probably been a little while between drinks for him. He's got up here as a 3-year-old, and he's been up here a few times. He always seems to get a win. He does like it here and likes these tracks and distances.
What did you think of the rest?
I just saw one running on with a red hat. I think it was Warroo Falls.
Pretty hard to watch 5, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll go and watch the TV now.
We all will. Enjoy the double.
Yeah, thanks.
Let's have a chat with our winning jockey now, Jimmy Orman. You look like you had that one sewn up a fair way out.
Yeah, I was travelling well a long way from home, but sort of only just won in the end, but it was a good win.
Was a good win, yeah. You were just sort of wanting those horses to get going in front of you at about the 600.
Yeah, I was just sort of had to pop off their back because I was going a bit better than them, but just worked out nice. We got a nice cut into it and we were too good.
Enjoy the win.
Thanks, Penny.
170, Maxi.
A couple might have firmed in very marginally, but all the money's for Mashani Lily. I think she'll bounce, lead and win. A punter is my exacta horse, the 3, then 4 and 5, King Spirit, and the newcomer, Port River Billy.
Yeah, I thought she looked great first up in the yard. She's really well developed. Naturally, she's had 8 starts before today. A lot of these are looking immature and like they've got, growing to do. Although not Khaleesi, she looks good as well. And so did Herbie Town, but definitely with Mashani Lily. Here's David.
Switched on. Ready to break Doomben. Off and racing. Coming out badly at the start was the third favourite, a putter. Last out, but Mashani Lily was first out as expected. She's going fast on the outside, Khaleesi. They're trying to make light work of the wide gate, testing Mashani Lily as they drive into the first bend, so there's power up front. Mashani Lily boots up, keeps out Khaleesi. They clear out by 3 to That's Interesting third, and Tipsy Tiger in fourth. King Spirit fifth away, and then came Port River Billy, followed by Rothweiler, then Flash Drive, a putter. A long way back, Mashani Fire and Herbie Town, 10 off the lead last. They have gone hard up to the turn. 4.50 left to run. Mashani Lily had a neck to spare over Khaleesi, and they're in full command as they turn into the straight. 4 away, Tipsy Tiger. That's interesting. Then King Spirit, and the putter comes to the outside. Mashani Lily currently shaking off Khaleesi. I think she's run a race. Then That's Interesting. Tipsy Tiger and King Spirit. Mashani Lily, though, sailed away with 100 metres left to go. It's all over Red Rover, and Mashani Lily straight to the line, confidently back, and wins well. That's Interesting, making good ground for second. Third was Tipsy Tiger, King Spirit in fourth. Then Khaleesi, Herbie Town, followed by a putter. Well back, Flash Drive, Mashani Fire, Port River Billy, and Rothweiler last home in 1.3.53.
1, 6, 12 and probably 4. That's been a good performance, a really gutsy performance by Mashani Lily. Khaleesi from the outside declared her on. She dropped Khaleesi off, and class has simply risen to the top. She had a very busy 2-year-old season, but you can't knock her. Like, he sits up on a late here. That was outstanding. Well done to Donna Stambridge. Donna, no doubt, would have been a nervous wreck probably prior to that. She's only just taken over from Les Ross, who did a wonderful job with the 2-year-olds, and this filly in particular is a 2-year-old. So she was on a hiding to nothing, but she's got the right result. Congratulations to you, Donna. A job well done and beautifully handled by Cody Collis too. He didn't panic when taken on early. That's Interesting, has brought that country form to town, then Tipsy Tiger and King Spirit. Bernie?
Yes, I just introduced myself to Donna because I was away actually when you took the post there for Mike Crooks. So firstly, congratulations on your first short price winner here at Doomben.
Yeah. There was a lot of pressure, so I'm thankful she won. Yeah, it was awesome.
How were the nerves leading into today?
Yeah, they were very prevalent. Yeah. Yeah.
She looked beautiful in the yard. You'd obviously prepared her, and she was very, very fit because she had to sustain a fairly gut-busting kind of tempo.
Yeah, they went quite quick the whole way. So, yeah, I was like, she is a little bit fatter than she normally is. So I was like, hopefully she could hang on, which she did. So it was awesome.
She's just a phenomenal little racehorse. That's 5 from 9.
Yeah, she is. She's awesome, and she's awesome to do everything with. She's, a pleasure.
And tell everyone about you.
I'm a mother of 3 that got an opportunity of a lifetime to train these horses. So, yeah, I'm very thankful to Mike for that. It's amazing.
And you're doing an awesome job. Go and enjoy the win.
Cheers. Thanks very much.
There you go. MO3, Donna Stanbridge has her first Doomben winner with Mashani Lily, 1-6-12 and 4, 103-41, 34-25 as we head to Hawkesbury. Let's have a chat with our winning jockey who showed a lot of mental strength then, and I thought well beyond your years. I love that you kept going hands and heels with this girl.
Yeah, definitely, and they instructed me to before the race as well, so it's definitely hard not to pull the stick, but when you're going that well in front, it does make it easier.
And when you've run those sort of sectionals, there's nothing more that they can give you.
Absolutely.
She did react poorly to the stick one day, didn't she?
Yeah, they told me that before, and I saw it in its replay as well, so that was the last thing I was gonna do today was pull the stick.
Is that maybe a lesson when you're riding other horses as well?
Absolutely. A lot of horses can be very similar.
Good boy.
Thank you.
Firm $6 into $5. Plundering solid enough as a $6 chance, and Ned's Gully, after being backed early in the week, just starting to get a bit soft. But Rock Ribbed, your favourite, Excelidus and Secret Plan, the good late firms with tab.com.au.
All right, they're chasing.
Last one up, Rock Ribbed. Light turned on. Ready to go. This is race 8 at Doomben. All set. Bit of movement from Winston Smurfield. They're off and racing. Ned's Gully on the inside began quite well. Winston Smurfield's got good speed. Rock Ribbed and Plundering's driving through. They're the first 3 soon after the start. Rock Ribbed is going to be ridden positively and will cross fairly comfortably, Rock Ribbed. Within 300 metres, Rock Ribbed has gone from the outside gate to the rail and in the lead. Plundering second, Winston Smurfield third. 3 away fourth, Excelidus. Outside of Ned's Gully, fifth, the rail. Then Secret Plan, followed by Mississippi Prince and Bonaparte and Irish Songs, the last pair. That's the first call by the 800 metres, and Rock Ribbed, the jock, tries to steady mid-race, leads Plundering by 3/4 of a length. Winston Smurfield's in third, fourth Excelidus. Ned's Gully a neck away, fifth, the rail, as they reach the 600 metres, and that first split very fast, 43.49 on a day of quick times. Then Secret Plan, Mississippi Prince and Irish Songs and Bonaparte, second last and last, onto the turn. Rock Ribbed leads the way. Plundering is breathing down its neck, then Winston Smurfield. Ned's Gully comes to the outside to try and run on. Wider was Excelidus and even deeper Secret Plan putting in gamely. Rock Ribbed and Plundering led the way. Ned's Gully on the outside was trying hard. Plundering's got the Rock Ribbed. Ned's Gully running on reasonably well but running out of time. Plundering reached the lead. It's his day today. Too good. Beat home Rock Ribbed. Third, maybe Winston Smurfield from either Ned's Gully, who didn't go on, or Secret Plan. Then Mississippi Prince, Bonaparte, Excelidus just behind them in a gap to Irish Songs. Last home in 1:17.83.
Well, hip, hip hooray for Plundering. He's done it. He's been a little bit unlucky in a couple of runs this prep, but today was the day. He chased a hot tempo set by Rock Ribbed. They were really moving along, but with no weight on his back, 52 kilos. Ronnie Stewart sent him after Rock Ribbed, who fought on, but he was just too good today at the weights. Rock Ribbed holds down second, and then Winston Smurfield has come through. A couple of disappointments in the race. Excelidus seemed to get into a nice position. Maybe the track was a little bit too firmish for him. His form suggested that could possibly be the case. The other fellow, Secret Plan, hesitated at the start. He's run on okay on the outside, and he's in a photo there for fourth by the looks of it. So we see them swing into the home straight. Here's the big baldy face of Plundering on the outside, taking the lead from Rock Ribbed. Ned's Gully into the clear third. And then on the extreme outside there is Secret Plan. Bernie, nobody could begrudge this guy a win because he deserved it with a couple of unlucky runs this time in.
Oh, absolutely, Maxie. And he has had 8 seconds as well, so he did deserve this win here today. Plundering, 11 beats 4, 12 and 6. Let's have a chat with Todd. Not the bridesmaid today, Todd.
No, absolutely. Good for the connections. He's probably been a frustrating horse, albeit picking up a lot of money along the way. He's been down, started up here in Queensland, then he's gone to Sydney, and he's always been that consistent sort of horse and just been a little bit frustrating, I suppose. 2 out of 3 rides this preparation he's been a bit unlucky, and so nice to see him do it today on a Saturday more than anything, and especially in the up and open company.
Absolutely, and strangely enough, he'd had 10 starts on a good track and hadn't won one.
Is probably, you look at his record, he's only won 3 altogether, so there's probably not a lot to say, compare it against. But, he has been a little bit frustrating, but hopefully he can go on with it now. 52 kilos today. It was good with Ronnie Stewart on. He rode him a treat as well, put him into the race and, never look back.
I think these days that's got to be a pet trip for him as well.
Yeah, absolutely. We definitely wanted to ride with intent today. Probably thought we'd land in the 1-1. Somehow we ended up outside the leader, but yeah, maybe it's the way to ride him.
Well done.
Thanks very much.
Yeah, Plundering takes out the 8th. 11 beats 4, 12 and 6, 34, 31. The final 600 in 1:17.67. Let's have a chat to our winning jockey, Ronnie Stewart now. And Ronnie, that just looked all too easy.
It's nice when they do that, isn't it?
Yeah, sit and steer?
That's it. No, we summed it up before the race. We sort of spoke with Todd and the owners and just the way the track's playing. Look, I said we sort of had 2 options. The few inside us are going to hold a spot. We're either 3 back, looking a slot, or we give it a kick in the guts with Rock Rib out there. I said, look, with the trouble that we found, well, I haven't found, but the horses found of late, I said, I was happy enough to give it a squeeze out, take all luck out of the equation, and it was nice to get the job done.
Just something you can afford to do when you've got 52.
Definitely, the weight certainly helps. And look, we wandered around, still got a few little tricks, the horse, but wanted to lay out today. But in saying that too, it was a good job, well trained, and it's nice to get opportunities like this.
Well done.
Thanks again.
Tricky now after losing the favourite here, Tannenberg. Victory Win, your new favourite. It's going to run a $2.30 chance, but chances also given to Whiskey Dream and Centerstone.
Rightio, they are loading up for the last time here today. Start strutting, about to take his spot. I think it'll be a good tempo race here, Maxie, as we head to David.
And Mardo won to move in Sizzling Gal for the final event today. Sizzling Gal takes her spot. They're all set for the Eureka Stud Handicap. Starter Smith picks up the button, lights on, ready to break. They're off. Beginning well was the favourite, Victory Win, first in the stride, in fact. Patmos Island drives up inside of it. Whiskey Dream goes up and Centerstone's there as well. 4 in line early. Hell of a Dream even deeper. 5 deep as they swing around the first bend. Then the Nephew, followed by Hyde, Sizzling Gal, and the last pair was Start Strutting and Nick Our Spur. Turning to the back now, 1,200 left to run. The favourite's in the lead. That's Victory Win, with Whiskey Dream, the second favourite on the outside, and Hell of a Dream pestering the pair 3 deep. They'll sort themselves out in a moment, that trio. 2-away Centerstone, landing a good spot mid-race, 4th one off, and Patmos Island 5th on the rail. A length and a quarter to Hyde, a length to the Nephew, 1 Sizzling Gal, a length away to Start Strutting, and Nick Our Spur was last. The pace comes out of the race mid-race. They go to the 800 metres, and Whiskey Dream now assumes control. Hell of a Deal is second, 1 off, Centerstone 3rd, and Victory Wins Jock, elected to take the centre, now travels 4th on the rail. Nick Our Spur makes a mid-race move, going up 3 and 4 wide as they went by the 600 metres. Then Hyde, Patmos Island, Sizzling Gal, the Nephew, and Start Strutting. Pace not overly fast, 61.54. Onto the turn, Whiskey Dream, trying to control it for as long as possible. Leads Hell of a Deal. Centerstone comes calling 3 wide. Victory Win looking for an inside run. Just got balked there, but now gets into the clear. And wider was Hyde running on at odds. Whiskey Dream on the inside, Centerstone the outside. Trying to come between them, Victory Win. He's finishing fairly well now, and Hyde is still there. Centerstone had it narrowly. Victory Win, though, sweeping through it on the inside. Victory Win took the lead, and the favourite won the last. Victory Win beat home Hyde and Centerstone. 4th, possibly Sizzling Gal. Whiskey Dream knocked up. Then Patmos Island, the Nephew, Start Strutting, Hell of a Deal, and Nick Our Spur whipped them in 1:36 and 2.
All right, so the favourite has got the money, Victory Win. Centerstone might get that second spot there. Hyde is there as well. But Victory Win, lucky this horse can sort of sprint off a threepenny bit, because he was going for an inside run rather than come around heels, and that run closed. And the others had the revs up. But we've seen this guy before show nice acceleration in the straight, and that's what separates horses. The good ones The better horses can do what this guy did there. He's picked himself up off the canvas and he has managed to get up and score. Set a Stone, very good on the 7-day backup from Rose Hill last week, and then Hyde. And fourth, it looks like Sizzling Gal will get that on the outside. So with the scratching of the previous favourite or the prior favourite, Tannenberg, he was obviously the sub there. Victory win for punters that were on the other guy, in particular in the quaddie. That was where the run closed. However, he's had to just balance him up a little bit, one behind the saddle, and instantly, Bernie, this horse slips up into another gear.
Yes, he did absolutely that, Maxie, but you're right, he can manage to regroup and still perform at his best with that great turn of foot that he's got. He's just a great little racehorse. He's 4, and that's his 5th win from 12 starts. Let's have a chat to Todd, because you Quinella'd this race as well. That was a much better run from Hyde today. But first, let's talk about this guy, because makes all his own luck. Looked a bit scary on the turn. We were nervous going for that inside run, but he quickly got to the outside of the horse's heels.
Yeah, absolutely. It was good to see him put himself into the race today, and it's probably the first time he's found himself in front for a long time. And yeah, we always thought we were probably going to land in the trail or thereabouts, maybe a pair further back. So need a lot of luck when they sort of stacked them up a little bit. And yeah, like you say, I was a little bit nervous on the turn, but it was good to see him get out. He's certainly a horse that can sprint well. He's a very gorgeous looking horse. There's a lot of presence about him, and it's good to see him finally starting to live up to his looks and ability of what we see at home.
Yeah, Mr. Good looking, all right. Are you looking to stay at this kind of trip?
Yeah, I think so. The mile seems to be his go. He's probably coming to the end of his prep now, but that's 2 Saturday wins for him now, so it's fantastic for the owner, Sebastian, who's based in Hong Kong. And I guess we'll just see how he pulls up. He's a pretty fit horse now, but maybe it's a good time to look after him and give him a month off.
Do you think he has more to offer, that he could rise more to the occasion than what he's doing at the moment?
Yeah, absolutely. Like, he's a lightly raced horse. We've always thought he could be quite progressive. I think I said last time we've been a little bit disappointed from him last preparation, but he's probably finally furnished into his big frame that he's got. So it's good to see him doing it now, and yeah, I think he's only going to get better.
Well done to you and the team.
Thanks very much.
There he is, Todd Pollard for Annabelle Neesham and, of course, Rob Archibald. That's it for us today. 6 beat 7, 3 and 4. 136.09. I'll try to give you that final 600. 34.63. So for Maxie, myself and all the team, we say good night as we head to Hawkesbury. Let's have a chat to Jag Guthman-Chester, our winning jockey here in the last race. And Jag, always a beautiful horse to ride, and feels like, as Todd said, he's really furnished now and he's interested in his racing and performing so well.
Yeah, he's obviously a really nice horse. Funny enough, I won his maiden on him early days. So I've had 3 rides for 3 wins on him now, but he's really furnishing into a racehorse now. He's a lovely big type. He's easy to ride. He makes my job easy. He puts himself in the race. He switches off really well, and the best thing about him, he's got a nice turn of foot.
He does indeed. I mean, it was really nice when you let those horses cross. You say he relaxed. Was it a little bit hairy? Were you thinking of going to the inside on straightening?
Yeah, I obviously didn't think I'd be that close. I thought there'd probably be a little bit more speed. I was happy to be second, third pair, but when I landed there, I thought I was nearly going to take up the lead. But when they crossed me, I was happy enough. Just needed a bit of luck, and at the 600, when a couple of those horses had momentum on me, I got a little bit worried there, but I had to have faith in his turn of foot.
A great turn of foot. Well done.
Thank you.